everybody, and welcome to the first episode of my brand new Sims 4 Let's Play. And I haven't decided what I'm going to title this yet, but basically, this Let's Play is just about a bunch of friends, and there's going to be drama, and there's going to be some really crazy stuff that's going to happen, so I'm very excited to start. But basically, what we're going to be kind of experimenting with is several. Oh, my phone just went off. Several different packs. I'm mostly going to be focusing on like the Parenthood and City Living stuff packs, along with the new expansion packs, along with the new Laundry Day stuff pack. So I'm very excited to get started, and we'll also be doing lots of cats and dogs stuff as well. But really, this is kind of just like I don't know. It's like a bunch of friends and like maybe like a young adult let's play, kind of. It's like they're growing up and learning how to like adult in the real world. So we are here with our first character, Roman, and Roman he's kind of like, he was the good guy in high school, kind of a hippie. His parents are super hippies. We'll meet them later in the let's play. But he's a good guy. He loves the outdoors. He is a dog lover. He wants to adopt a dog. And basically, he wants to be a botanist. He wants to be out in the world. And we placed him on a lot in a tiny home right next to a pond where he can go fishing, with plenty of land where he can spread out and basically just farm. So he doesn't have a TV. He doesn't have a computer. He's just all about reading and being outdoors, and I think he's going to get into painting because his mom is a painter and his dad is a botanist. So he's kind of living the dream out here. So basically, unlike many of his friends who, after they graduated, moved into the city or whatever, he decided he was going to save some money and move into a tiny home. So he owns this little cabin out in the middle of seemingly nowhere. So I'll give you guys a little bit of a tour. So we've got a really cute kitchen in here. I love the green and browns. I'm kind of going with this rug. A teeny tiny little bathroom, and just a one little single bed and a bookcase. And so he is totally happy out here just with his little home. And I think we're going to get him to go down to the docks and look for a little companion because he's wanting to adopt a dog. And a lot of his high school friends live around here. A couple of his high school friends live across the street here. They're twins, and so we will kind of show them down here. Hadley and Houston. So Hadley, we'll meet her later, but she's kind of like a hard kind of girl. She is not like super good friends with the boys, but she is twins with one of his best friends, Houston, who he went to high school with. And Houston is the opposite of Hadley. Hadley is very much like, she's got blue hair and she's really wild, and she's an online critic. She writes on columns online, so she's got kind of an alternative lifestyle. Whereas Houston, he's very sensitive and definitely wears like a lot more white colors. He's blonde. He's a musician, so he's all about entertaining, and he wants people to like him. But Hadley, she's actually mean. She has the mean trait, and she doesn't really care what people think about her, but she secretly is in love with Roman. So as they were growing up, especially Hadley and Houston being twins, she wasn't really close to him, but she knew him, and he was always around, and she is totally in love with him. But she hasn't told him, obviously, because she doesn't want anybody to know that she could have feelings for anyone, because she's definitely kind of like a harder girl. Another one of his best friends is Emerson Burns, who is working to be a stand-up comedian, and he actually lives in the city. He moved out of their small town of Brindleton Bay, and he moved into San Myshuno, and he actually lives across the hall from their arch nemesis from high school, who was like the popular girl who everyone hated, Michaela. So Michaela lives in the city too, and she is a level 5 or 6 online personality. She's super rich, has a maid, all that kind of stuff, and is a really cute little dog that hates Roman. But he's friends with Emerson, who lives across the hall from Michaela. And Emerson is a really good guy. He's a bro. Him and Houston are both bros. And he's just a really laid-back guy. He's a goofball, and he just wants to be a stand-up comedian. So he knew he would never get that opportunity out here in the middle of the country. So he moved into the city. And we'll go visit his apartment soon. It's just a base game, or not base game, but an apartment that came completely furnished with the Sims 4 City Living, and we just moved him in there. He doesn't have all the nice things that Michaela has. Michaela has like a super swanky apartment, but Emerson is kind of, you know, living that fresh out of college kind of life, or fresh out of high school life, really. So, yeah. Those are our main characters, and he's actually made friends with his other neighbor, Supriya, but she's not a part of the Let's Play. So why don't we go ahead and we will take Roman right on down to the docks, and we're going to get him looking for a furry friend. Oh, just casually eating a salad on a bridge. Not a big deal. Aw, here comes a really cute dog. Oh my gosh, this dog is so cute. Oscar. Aw, you're so cute. Oh, buddy, you're cute too. Oh my gosh. What are you doing? The perfect dog. Right here. Oh my god. No, get away from that dog. Oscar, you don't even want us to adopt you anyway. Oh, maybe you do. This dog is so perfect. It's like not even funny. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Play. You don't need to go to the bathroom right now, okay? This dog is everything. Oh my gosh. You're perfect. Okay, it's gonna sleep. You go to the bathroom. You got like 5 seconds. Go, quickly. I feel kind of bad about Oscar, but at the same time, I don't. Like, you're gonna be fine. Oh my gosh, let's adopt. Aww. They're so cute. Yeah, we know it's a big responsibility. Okay, what should we name? Xena, Monka, Fiona, Loki, Lulu, that's cute. Okay, remember Lulu, Cleo, Sophie, Bella, Angel, Star, Turtle, what? Kia, Precious, Whisper, Zoe. I like Zoe. Let's do Zoe. Okay. Oh, yay, Zoe. Oh, yay. Oh, that was so cute. Okay. Now let's go home, Zoe. Oh, what's wrong? What do you need? Let's ask you to go potty. Ask to go potty. Ooh, you're gonna be a mischievous dog, aren't you? Oh. Yay! Oh, you're hungry. Okay, so I'm gonna apparently feed myself first, and you're just gonna have to figure it out. Pick that up. What are you doing? Where are you going? Okay. So, we're making veggie burgers, which is great and everything. But, like, we need to feed the dog. Okay, after we're done with that, let's fill that. Oh, okay, or just walk away. Do that, and then come back here and resume your veggie burgers. Oh, you're so tired. I feel bad. I don't feel bad, actually. I don't feel bad at all. You've done this to yourself. Okay, so let's get him. Yes, we are working on it. Don't work at me. I'm gonna put this poop in here. Okay, so she's eating, which is great. Go eat that, and then we're probably gonna pass out. This isn't good. Alright, I'm gonna take care of his needs, and then we will resume in the morning. Okay, so it is morning, and I'm gonna have him go in and take a quick shower, and go to the bathroom, and deal with all of that kind of stuff. But I actually think we're gonna get the guys together and go for a little bit of breakfast down at Dock's End, which is a little restaurant down on the dock for a little bit of breakfast and catching up time, so we can meet our other characters. So let's go ahead and get his needs taken care of. Okay, so let's travel. Let's take Hadley, Houston, and Emerson. Everybody. We'll take the whole fleet. Wash our hands. Aw, and before he goes, he's like, hey, it's okay. I'm leaving. Don't worry about it. It's all chill, girl. You just stay here. I'll be back. I'm going down for some breakfast with the homies. Oh, everyone is able to come. Awesome. Okay, so getting everybody together, and they're not really like good friends with Hadley, but I think they feel like I think it's kind of one of those things, at least I know with my siblings growing up, whenever my brother got asked somewhere, they always felt like they had to invite me or vice versa. So I feel like they would be like, okay, Houston, you can bring Hadley along. But Hadley and Houston are like obviously like best friends in the entire world because they're twins, which I mean doesn't always happen with twins, but in this case, they're definitely best friends. They tell each other everything, and they even share one big room, but it's like separated by some curtains. We'll go to their house probably here in just a little bit and switch over to them. I was thinking what we would do is like every episode we might play as a different household, because they're actually going to be 6 households in this Let's Play, which is a lot, but we'll make it happen. Okay, so everyone's here for breakfast. Let's go sign in. Request a table for everybody. Okay, here we go. So here you can kind of see everyone. Oh, he just changed the clothes. So as you can see, Hadley's like, she's got the fishnets and her little cut up shorts, and she's covered in tattoos, and she's even got a little septum ring and some custom content here. She looks super awesome. And then we've got Houston, who is kind of more of a soft guy, as you can see, and Emerson, who's definitely more urban. He's all about the city life. And oops, they're wearing the same jacket. They're like wearing the same outfit. It's fine. They're like besties, so it makes sense as to why they would look so similar. Alright. So I think we're going to be seated. Oh my gosh. Vlad. Vlad's the bartender. Oh my goodness. Please don't suck our blood. I do have vampires as well, but I don't think we're going to explore that in this Let's Play as far as I know. I mean, I guess Hadley, she's kind of gothic, so she could be a vampire, but yeah, I don't know. Alright, let's go ahead and order. So what would everybody have here? So as you can see, this restaurant's kind of run down and gross, because they're from, like, you know, like a kind of a rundown place. Okay, I think we would get a pitch black, and I think Emerson and Hadley would as well, but I actually think, let's just get pitch black for everybody. I was going to say I think he would get a latte, but they don't seem to have a latte on the menu. Okay, so let's see. They don't really have any kind of like breakfast per se. I mean, I guess there's a donut. Let's just get fish pie for him, and maybe get the salmon. Oh, it's really expensive. Why don't we get popcorn shrimp? We'll get a sandwich here, and maybe like the chowder for... Oh, oops, I hadn't been clicking. Okay. That's fine. Order for her and order for him. Perfect. Okay. So we're having a great time. Aww. Everybody's getting along so well. Okay. So, Houston. Let's see how our friends work versus Emerson. So our relationship with Houston and Emerson are both really strong. For some reason, we don't know who's good, so probably do that too. But everybody's just having a great time, and Hadley is here. Let's go ahead and say hi to her. And there's definitely like some, you know, some tension between them. You know, there's always kind of been something there, but you know, Roman's kind of like clueless about it. But now they're older, and I think that Hadley would be a little bit more forward. And it's interesting because Hadley is really self-assured and very confident otherwise, but she, you know, when it comes to love, you know, she doesn't want to look weak, so she's kind of, you know, holding back a little bit. Oh, okay, we've ordered. And we're learning a little bit more about Hadley. What Hadley doesn't know is that there's actually someone new who's moved into town who might catch Roman's eye, and I think that's going to cause a little bit of drama for Hadley. You know, she's a really pretty girl, but, you know, Roman's always known her, and so I think that he would just kind of be used to her, you know what I mean? I think she's a really pretty sim. I also have some custom content highlighter on her, so that highlight be popping, girl. Okay, so just waiting for food, I guess. Are we gonna order or what? Oh. Oh, waiting for it to be delivered. It's great because, you know, I don't know. Okay, so let's go ahead and like build our relationships up a little bit with Houston. Tell a joke about monkeys. Apparently, he likes that. Tell a funny story. Maybe we ask Emerson. You know, you just moved into the city. How's the city been? Yeah, it's and so the story behind Houston and Hadley is that their parents actually have gone away on like a very like big trip around the world, and they are completely gone out of their lives. And Houston and Hadley are kind of just on their own now, and so we may see their parents return. And maybe meeting their parents may give a little bit of insight into kind of why Hadley is such a rebel and why Houston is so sensitive. But Emerson and his parents really aren't in the picture either. But Roman is a total, you know, mommy and daddy's boy. So he is all about his parents, and he lives just on the street from them, and he's not interested in moving into the city at all. But Hadley and Houston are saving up definitely so that they can get an apartment in the city together. Even though they love living out in Brindleton Bay, where they grew up, I think that they would both, especially Hadley, would be very interested in moving into the city. And I know that Houston, being a musician, he's going to want to like go down to like the city centers and play. And that's kind of how they're going to, you know, make their money. But oh, our food's here. Oh, he dropped our food. Oh my gosh. No, we're going to have to wait even longer. Well, this sucks. Let's go experience more unique cultures city breads. Do you want to go to an opera at 8? Yeah, why not? Okay. Well, these guys are having a great time. She's obviously feeling confident. She's a very self-assured sim. So I think that Roman would be like, you know, kind of like giving her the glance, but like maybe ask her if she's single, if she's seeing anybody right now. It's been a while, obviously, since they've all had time to catch up. So maybe he's like, hey, so how are things? Belikoth. Girl, whoa, you are in doubt. I will tell you that much. Oh, Mortimer's here too. See, they're within each other. It's a very romantic. Oh, they're getting their food first. We're not getting our food. We're not gonna get our food. Hello, restaurant. Where is our food? Excuse me. Oh, this place sucks. Where is our food at? Oh no! Who do we insult?
Crimbo Chew.
What are
we doing? Sit down.
Oh, Saboma.
Where is our food at? Dude.
Enthipa Bevo. Ruthe, Frienemies. Handel. Bruja Galopa.
So, Houston is actually, they're both entertainers, both him and Emerson. And, you know, Roman doesn't really have a job. He's kind of living out of, like, this teeny tiny little, like, cabin in the middle of the woods. So I'm sure that Houston and Emerson would be like, dude, you need to move into the city. You need to, like, you know, experience city life. It's not so bad. You get used to it. And, you know, Roman would be like, yeah, I don't know. I like living out here in the middle of nowhere. You know, it's nice and calm, and that's what I like. And I think Hadley would be like, I bet I could get him to change his mind about that. She's kind of giving Emerson the eyes, too, which is interesting to see them interact. Who knows? Maybe he's the right one for her. I don't know. I think there'd be a little bit of a love triangle. Oh, here we go, finally. And our food? Food? Ah, here we go. All right, everybody eat up.
Ooh.
All right, come on, you're not waiting anymore. Eat your food, dang it. Okay, here we go. Let's just fast forward. Eat your food, dude. Maybe let's start the chatting. Is the chatting what's... Oh, here we go. Alright. And maybe we just, like, mention... Ask about day. To him, we would probably want to, like, enthuse about the food or something. Friendly.
Dupa. Chub.
Okay. And these first few episodes may be a little bit slower, but we need to, like, kind of establish what is going on. So, oh, he's drinking his coffee. Here we go.
Fuba Torka?
So, you know, while these guys are enjoying their meal, on the other side of town, we've got someone named Michaela, who was a little bit of, you know, the girl on top in high school. And, you know, she was the pretty girl, super smart and perfect, and, you know, now she's kind of living by herself. So I think we'll kind of switch control over to Michaela and see what's going on with her. So we're on the other side of town now with our other character, Michaela, who she looks happy, but she's actually a little bit sad. Here you can see because she just got dumped. So as you guys could see in like my little insert, her boyfriend Wesley, who was her high school sweetheart, they were the popular kids, and he just broke up with her because he needs to focus on his work. And of course she's like, hello, like I am your life, I'm perfect. So she's upset about that, and she's gonna do some push-ups to try to forget. But instead of just sitting around and being sad, I think Michaela would try to figure out a plan, because she's definitely a very what would we call it, strategic person. So instead of letting it get her down, she would be like, okay, how am I gonna fix this? Oh, that's cute. So her plan, I think, is going to be to try to make him jealous. So I talked a little bit about how she was going to basically try to hook up with Roman. Oh, she does not like Jeff, apparently. She was gonna try to hook up with Roman. And Roman and Wesley are definitely not the best of friends. They had some major issues when they were younger, and they do not like each other. So she doesn't really like Wesley, or not Wesley. She doesn't really like Roman. I think she would just be getting with him to try to get back at Wesley and make him super jealous. So right now, she's just, pouring her heart and feelings into watching an action movie, which is definitely normal. But it's late, so let's go ahead and get you to... Oh, your dog needs to go potty. All right, let's take him on a little walk. Go on a short walk. Come on, take care of your dog, girl. I think that Michaela, she wants to be like an Instagram star. She's very pretty. She's kind of got her life together. She has her own apartment, whereas Wesley lives with his parents. And, now she's starting to feel sad. She's kind of got it together. She's got a really great career. In fact, she is level 4 of internet personality. And, she's doing really well. She has, like, over 1,000 followers. She's been grinding it out, and she's about to get a promotion. So she's really got it together. And I think Wesley, he might be a little bit intimidated by that. And they got in a little bit of an argument, and he decided the best thing was going to be for him to just, have some time to focus on business, which is actually pretty smart. But, she's obviously not pleased by that, so. All right, come on. Oh, I think that Michaela would kind of be the kind of person who would just leave it. Let's go home. Oh, don't bark, little guy. It's okay. Okay, I think she would go home. She's feeling very energized. Let's let him off the leash. And let's go to... Oh, you're hungry? Girl, it is early. Let's just go to bed. And in the morning, we will kind of see. I think she has to work. Yeah, she has work in 8 hours. What Michaela doesn't know is that across the hall in this apartment, somebody that she knows has moved in, and I don't think she's going to be very happy about it. I think we kind of passed him in the hall momentarily, kind of did a little bit of a double take. But her acquaintance from high school, Emerson, has moved in across the hallway, and that is going to be her ticket into connecting with Roman again. And Emerson and Wesley definitely are not friends, because Emerson is best friends with Roman in Houston. So I think she would be like, here's my plan. I'm going to make him jealous. I'm going to be friends with these people and sneak in, and I'm going to hook up with Roman, and he's never going to know what hit him. Which is going to be, see if that plan works out the way that she thinks it's going to work out. We'll have to see about that. I think there's a ghost in the apartment right now. Yeah, there is, and she's a bald ghost. Oh, there's her hair. This custom content ponytail that I have, it like comes in and out. Oh, and are you haunting the bookshelf or are you gone? Who knows? All right, girl, time to wake up. Oh no. Broke the sink. So as you guys can see, you know, Michaela, she has a lot of money. She comes from wealth. She has a maid that does everything for her. And, you know, she is kind of living the dream. She never has to do anything for herself. And she never has. So she's kind of out of touch, which I think is why she would be like, oh yeah, the way that I'm gonna get my boyfriend to get back with me is to, like, literally tell them to, or make them jealous with somebody that they didn't like in high school. Like, only a psycho would do that. So I think that she is, like, super out of touch with reality. We need to get a butler, though, because I feel like she would not, like, cook herself breakfast. You know what I mean? Like, she wouldn't know how to do that, but it's fine. She's so thin. She's like a thin little model. Oh, she's feeling sad again. Oh, our dog's just... This dog is literally so cute, Bo. I, like, cannot with him. Look how cute he is. Oh, you're so cute. He's got a cute little stubby body. I've been obsessed with this type of dog. What are they? Like, some kind of terrier? I love it. It's so little, mini. Okay, so she's gonna eat. She's got everything she needs to do for work. So I think we're gonna let her, you know, go off to work, and we're gonna switch over to our good friend Emerson. Or actually, we'll switch over to Wesley now, and I'll show you guys Wesley and let you guys meet him and his family, and we'll kind of get to know him a little bit. Alright, so we are over in the Masterson house, and this is William and Vivian Masterson. So they are extremely rich. They're living in one of the most expensive apartments in San Myshuno. And they were, you know, obviously a power couple. He is in business, and he's at the top of his game. She is just a stay-at-home, kind of like what do you call them, debutante or whatever, like super fancy, throws nice parties, like that kind of a lady. And they have a son, Wesley, who we met already, and they, you know, they're the picture perfect little family, and Wesley is the perfect son. He wants to be just like his father. The only thing he doesn't want is that he knows his parents' marriage is extremely superficial. You know, his dad is really rich and provides really nice things for his mom. That's pretty much the only reason why they're together. So he wants to be a little bit of a serial romantic and kind of test out the waters instead of just settling down with the first girl that catches his eye, like Michaela. So he wants to, you know, test things out. His parents were, you know, kind of set up for marriage. They were together in high school, and their marriage was not arranged, but definitely set up for them by their parents. And he doesn't want that, you know. He wants to find somebody that he really likes and settle down, because he knows he wants to be just as successful as his parents, and he doesn't want to just, you know, give that success to anybody. So he wants to be a serial romantic. Let's look at their family, like each person's trait. So he is alluring, romantic. He is self-assured, very confident, but he's also pretty hot-headed. He's a little bit of a brat. You know, he grew up... well, they're both thinking about computers. He grew up, you know, in a successful family with a lot of money. So he wants his way, you know, and if he doesn't get his way, you don't want to be in his path. So this is Vivian, and Vivian just wants to have a successful lineage. She wants her family and her grandchildren and her child, Wesley, to be extremely successful and have lots of money. She is materialistic, family-oriented, and domestic, but she's also a little bit evil. So one thing that, you know, Wesley doesn't really know is that Vivian really wants him and Michaela to be together, because Michaela is the picture-perfect girl, and she is, you know, very put together and all that, and she is going to do whatever it takes. She's definitely on Michaela's side. And, you know, she doesn't know yet that Wesley and Michaela have just broken up. But she is not going to be very happy about that. And she doesn't really care about her son's feelings. She just wants him to be successful. So she's going to do whatever it takes to make sure that, you know, he doesn't end up with a girl that's going to, you know, ruin her plans. And, you know, you never know. He may try to end up with one. We'll just have to see as the story progresses. So, okay, lastly in the family, we have William Masterson. He is a genius, very, very smart. He's very business savvy. He's an outgoing guy, but he is a little bit of a snob, if you couldn't tell by, you know, his appearance and, you know, their apartment. So, they like the finer things in life. You know, they're not really about, you know, all the like technology and stuff like that, though he is a genius, so he is on the computer sometimes. But he is, you know, both him and his wife are very materialistic people and very snobby, and that's how they've raised Wesley to be. But Wesley, you know, he wants to be different. He wants to be rich and successful, but he wants to be different. So that's the Masterson family. And you know, it's Saturday. It's kind of a chill day. Neither he or his dad are working. And, you know, his dad is a workaholic, total workaholic, and him and his wife don't have, you know, a super, super strong relationship. Oh, I forgot to make them husband and wife. Yikes. They don't have a super strong relationship. It's mostly just there, you know, for function. So I think that, you know, he would be mostly focused on his career, and, yeah. Web filler reports. Wesley wants to be like his dad, you know, but he doesn't have quite the motivation that his dad does. He's not as much of a workaholic, you know, as him. Let's go ahead and exit this out. I think that Wesley, you know, he's come home from breaking up with his girlfriend last night, and he didn't really have time to talk to her about it, but I think, you know, he would say, you know, kind of have like a deep conversation about it, maybe. And I think that she would not be very happy about this because, you know, she's kind of been planning his life since he was, you know, a toddler, and making sure that everything is going to go according to her plan in order for him to be really successful, and she would not be very happy about him breaking up with Michaela. So I think that she would... argue about house rules, maybe? Whoop! So I think she would be like, he would be like, you know, I broke up with Michaela and I just want to focus on my business right now. And, you know, I want to kind of test out the waters. There are plenty of fish in the sea, kind of see what's out there. And, you know, I think Vivian would be like, are you gonna do it, or? I think Vivian would be like, Wesley, you know, I've worked really hard to make you successful, and now you're gonna do this to me. I can't even believe it. How could you do that? And he's like, Mom, you don't understand. I don't feel that way about her. You know, I like her, but I just want to test out the waters. And she'd be like, you are ruining everything. You're ruining my plans. Why can't you just do what I ask? And he's just like, Mom, I'm a young adult now. I am not a teen anymore. I want to make my own decisions, and that's just the end of it. So we already broke up. There's nothing you can do about it. And she's like, are you kidding me? I think they're coming to an agreement. She's like, okay, Wesley, you know, I'm not very happy about that at all, but I'm going to let, you know, I love you and I want you to be happy. But secretly, she's like, no, you're going to do exactly what I want you to do. So, yeah, she's a little bit angry, as you can see. She's lost her argument, and Wesley has won the argument, and he's feeling like, I can do whatever I want to do, and it's totally fine. Oh, no more arguing, okay? No more arguing. So, I think she would kind of go to plot her revenge a little bit. Not revenge per se, but kind of make a plan of how she's gonna get him back with a successful lady. Oh, a little bit of a welcome wagon. Okay, so I think that she would be nicely dressed up. She's gonna tell Wesley, you need to change into something acceptable. Our guests are here. And where's the butler? Have the butler welcome everybody in. Oh, butler! Oh, here. Okay, more choices. Butler, visitors, invite all visitors inside. Alright, and then I think she would come down here, and she would be like, okay, Wesley, we're gonna go downstairs while your dad is working and entertaining these people. Our butler kind of sucks, to be honest. Like, he's not doing his job. I'm about to fire him. Visitors. Oh my gosh. You're not doing it. Okay, let's just do it ourselves. Invite the neighbors in. Come on, let's do it. They're gonna leave. And I think she would be like, okay, butler. Oh, now he's gonna do it. She would say, okay, how about you cook something really nice and delicious, please? And, okay, are you just not gonna do it? This is so frustrating, honestly. The butler thing is really fun and everything, but it can be, like... There we go. So Wesley, you know, he's wanting to connect with these guys. These are some of the richest people in San Myshuno. In fact, these are the richest people in San Myshuno. So he wants to get to know them and, you know, see if there's any, like, connections to be made. You know what I mean? Kind of networking. So we'll have him kind of hang out for a little bit. And Vivian is a very good... Oh, no, she's going to be angry. Vivian is a really good hostess, so she would be going around and greeting everyone. And is he done writing reports now? Okay, so I think he would come downstairs and be like, ah, yes, Diego, nice to meet you, and Victor, heard so much about you, you know, give him the old, oh, and our butler, what's our butler's name? Ritvik Kumar, Ritvik Kumar, he is making us something. What is he making? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. Alright, so she's sitting down with Diego, and I've got to say, here's the thing about Vivian. I think Vivian would have a little bit of a wandering eye, even though she, you know, she is family-oriented, she's the woman with the plan. You know, her and William really aren't in love. They're only there strictly for, what would you say, utility. So I think that she would have a little bit of a wandering eye, and she'd be a little bit selfish at this point. You know, they've been together for so many years, and, you know, she would be, you know, kind of looking around a little bit at other rich guys, to kind of be her sugar daddy. But she definitely would never, ever, ever, divorce William. I think that her and William are in it for life, but I definitely think that they aren't in love at all, so they might be a little bit unfaithful at times. We'll have to kind of see how that works out. Where's the butler go? And where's the food at? Where did he put it? Hello? Oh, he put it down here. Well, let's put it in our inventory, maybe? Okay, cool. He has made us chips and salsa. Not the fanciest, you know. Wait, did I just put it in the trash can? Oh my gosh. It's fine. Let us enjoy this lovely fruit cake that you have brought. Wow. What a time to be alive. So I think that's all I'm going to do in this part today. I just wanted to introduce you guys to the characters and let you guys kind of in on the backstory of everybody. And I think that in the next part we're going to go back to the friends that are like the 4 friends and kind of work a little bit on their relationships. And I think that they are about to meet a new character who has just moved into Brindleton Bay that, you know, they haven't met yet and is brand new to the area. So I think that that's going to be very interesting. But I think that that's all I'm going to do for this part. I'm sorry if it was a little bit slow, but I definitely needed to introduce all of the characters. You know, give you guys a little bit of the inside scoop before we get things started. I hope you guys are having a great day and that you enjoyed this part. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment down below what you think should happen in the next part. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!